At Blaser Swisslube headquarters on Winterseestraße in Hasle-Rüegsau, Switzerland, the factory floor does not feel like a conventional lubricant plant visit. It feels like a machining lab. During our visit, Blaser's leadership and technical teams repeatedly returned to one idea: metalworking fluids are not a consumable. They are a process tool.
What we want to bring to our customers is the added value through to the metalworking fluid. So we want not act as a supplier at our customer side. We want to be there as a partner, as a technology partner, which can help to improve the entire process. Metalworking fluid is a part of it, but it comes together with everything which affects the machine process and also the processes after the machine. And there, I guess, we have a very good knowledge about the holistic view on those things, and we have also tools with which we can show the value which we had through our products for our customers.
The machining world is moving from buying fluids to engineering outcomes: longer sump life, lower scrap, predictable finishing, and cleaner processes that remain stable across shifts, operators, and seasons.
Here exactly that we have in our machines different sensors installed, where we try to find out the sweet spots for each tool in each application. That means which material, which application works with which tool to this. That's our goal here. We do not produce parts, we produce data for our customers. That's all the goal, that's our daily business, that's what we will.
Blaser's innovation function is not a single laboratory team. It is a loop: market, application, chemistry, testing, and market feedback. Today, the added value conversation is dominated by sustainability.
I had the task of finding a new product that works really well on titanium. So the focus was really on cutting performance on titanium. I set out with some knowledge, but to really find out what it needs to be able to show the cutting performance on titanium, it was really like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. So you got some puzzle pieces out from the market, but you got puzzle pieces from within R&D, but maybe a different team in R&D. We got puzzle pieces from the technology center. So it was really like putting together one big puzzle to find out what influence does your coolant have, not only on the material, but also on the cutting tool. My department innovation consists of customer service and of R&D, but like overarching, the chemical know-how in my department is really high. So where Andreas is from the application side, and he brings all the knowledge from the market through the application side, my team then translates this application side and what our customer want to see on their machines, we translate it into chemistry. So in the end, we sell a chemical product. And as Andreas said, we don't want to sell commodities, right? Everybody can do that. And I think if we just sold commodities, we wouldn't really need the innovation department, right? So the innovation department, all this that we bring to the market really belongs to Blaser. We have the know-how here on site. We invest a lot, which makes it amazing to lead this team, because when we have good ideas, we always get the opportunity to really try them, to go forward with it, and to bring these ideas basically back to the market, because innovation is only innovation if in the end you can see the added value in the market. So where my team comes in, it's we cover basically the whole life cycle of a product. From the very beginning, from a raw material which the chemists source, they find the right materials, the raw materials to put together into a product. And then when it goes out to the market, my customer service team comes in and they observe everything that is going on in the market. We get a lot of information from which we can do statistics. We can learn from what our customers see in the market, and we feed this back into R&D. And the team of Andreas, they give us additional input. So the information we get from the market consists of a lot of single points. It can be about foaming, stability, about many aspects, but the aspect of application and how a product really performs in the sense also of cutting performance, this information we get from your team, and that is one of the points of interaction. And it also shows the complexity of the coolant we are working with. So again, if it's just a commodity, you can't really add this complexity to the whole system. But as we are looking at it in a holistic way from several viewpoints, we need all the different experts. We need to sit together, put our heads together, and to really be able to then give the best product back into the field. I would say one of the big topics that is over everything is sustainability, and it's more than just a buzzword, right? It's if you say, okay, we're sustainable, you can pay compensation and then all is good. That's for me not the way to go. For me, you are just really sustainable if it's not just greenwashing. And I think we can bring a lot of value there by having stable products. If you can double the sump life, you have like half of the waste, you have half of the carbon footprint. Tools have a very high carbon footprint. So if we can protect tool wear, again, we can help our customers to be more sustainable. So I think there's a lot of progress in this field, and even maybe if it's not called sustainability, even in the end, if it's that the customer can just save money by just using half of the product, I think one of the overarching topics is actually sustainability. So there are several aspects that in the end bring our customer value and help the environment.
I think sustainability is a good topic, and the nice thing on the sustainability topic is always that it goes together with savings. So at the end, the customer saves some money as well, and that's a good thing. Okay, you invest in solar panels when you want to be more sustainable on your building, and here you invest in Blaser, that you're sustainable in the future, and then you start saving money. Because all the saving, as Olivia mentioned, with the longer sump life, there you will save money. Yeah? When you can save tools due to the better tool wear, you will save tool costs, which has a big impact on the machining process. Therefore, sustainability is also for us a good topic to discuss. Of course, for us as application, when we are in application which are critical operations with expensive tools, with critical to cut materials, then we dream about more performance always.
Do you find that the market is evolving in this direction as well, that it becomes more complex? From your point of view?
It will change a bit due to all the material sourcing stuff with 3D printed raw material source. Investment casting is growing a lot as well. So I guess the demand on the roughing side, the hard machining will go down, but the finishing requirements will come up again. One example is EV industry with the gears. You have much higher requirements on noise emissions in the gearboxes and so on. That means the finished quality of the gear has to be improved a lot in the future.
Yeah, and that's information we need as chemists, because the wear mechanism is a different one if you're roughing or if you're finishing, and we actually influence these different wear mechanisms with different chemistry. So again, that is one of the information cycle that we need to always keep going.
Yeah, and there's also the change in the process itself. Today, in hard to cut materials, you use a lot of CBN tools. Aluminium use PKD tools. Ceramic is growing a lot, and that has also different requirements for you guys then, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the cutting temperature is in a range which we dreamed about before, and the rating can change. A coolant which works very well in this setup maybe will not be the best in this setup.
Yeah.
So we have to be agile and open for the trends in the industry and feed that back stuff to innovation to be prepared for that in the future.
And Andreas just mentioned an important or an interesting aspect of it all is what works well for something doesn't work well for the other, and that comes back also to the setup of Blaser, that when you say how do you add value, I can't just give you a one-fits-all solution, right? So it's really important to know what is the customer setup, what does he really need to be able to give him the solution that fits him and not the solution that fits everybody, because our customers are so diverse and individual.
Well, the price is one thing. We normally speak about the overall cost, yeah? So we're close to the customers when our sales is the customer side. We have also a big global application team which is with the sales at customer side. In India we have many of them which are very close to the application of the customer, and they realize then, okay, how we can add value to the customer. We don't want to start a price discussion for the invest, because the invest is one thing, what you gain over the time is the other thing. And we always look over the time span where we expect that the metalworking fluid is in use, and then we make the calculation together with the customer. That's our sales approach. Well, I personally know the Indian market since 25 years, and it changed a lot in that time. So when I was there 2-3 years ago, again, many big companies was there with very good equipment, nice facilities, super clean facilities. Also in really high performing industries like aerospace, structure machining, and so I've seen many machines there. And for us it's clear that's the market to invest in the future. There's a growing market, you see that overall, yeah, not only the machining, everything is going up in India, and we're looking forward for the next year with India. Yeah.
And one of the nice aspects that maybe comes with what Andreas just said is this evolution that we see in the Indian market. It also shows that, one of the what happens with this is also that the processes at our customers are much more stable, right? So it's very structured, it's stable, and I think once the process at the customers is stable, that's when we can really come in and bring added value. It's difficult to make a difference in a system that is completely unstable.
Yeah.
So I think this stability will somehow also enhance what we can really do for our Indian customers.